Have you ever confidently thought, I take pretty good care of my cat. Oscar still eats and sleeps normally, so he must be really happy, right? Then one day you realize Oscar comes to the door less often to greet you, jumps into your lap less, just sits farther away watching you, his ears flicking slightly every time you come closer to touch him. There's no growling, no shredding the furniture, no scene of total chaos in the living room. It's just that he's less proactive, less trusting, less relaxed and soft in your hands. And the most painful part is this. Very often, the very things you do every day with all your love are exactly what are quietly breaking your cat's heart into tiny pieces. In this video, we're going to dissect an entire system of daily habits, things that look totally normal, things that happen in almost every home that quietly crack your cat's heart one tiny fracture at a time. If you truly want to understand cats on a deeper level, don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who lives with cats, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next parts. Each one will be a puzzle piece that helps you live more kindly with that little heart sleeping somewhere in your home. By the time you reach the end, you may feel a little sting realizing you've unintentionally hurt Oscar, and at the same time feel lighter, knowing that by adjusting a few small details, you can fix almost everything. If life with you were a map, then in your cat's mind there are always 4 areas shaded darker than all the rest. Every day, everything you do, from the way you touch them, to how you arrange the house, to how you react to each tiny behavior, gets sorted into one of those zones, then stored away for a very long time. The first zone is the body and physical touch. This is where your cat's body stores every sensation that comes from your hands. Without any words at all, just through heart rate, muscles, and skin, your cat quickly learns, is this a body that can let go and relax, or a body that always has to keep some part of itself on guard? The second zone includes the eating and drinking area and the toilet territory. Each meal isn't just about hungry versus full, and the place where your cat goes to the bathroom isn't just some random corner of the house. They are safety markers on that invisible map. The third zone is the sensory environment. Light, smells, sounds, airflow, high places and low places. A home you find perfectly normal can, to your cat, be a world that's too loud, too dark, too heavy with scent, or too flat. The fourth zone is the house rules and your relationship with them. Here, your cat doesn't care about your reasons or explanations. It only records what repeats. When it does something, how do you respond? Are you consistent? Do you read its signals accurately? From that, your cat decides whether you are someone it can rely on or an unpredictable variable it needs to keep at a distance. Once you understand these 4 fragile zones, every behavior your cat shows you, from avoiding your hand, to changing sleeping spots, to subtle shifts in how it eats, uses the litter box, appears or disappears from a room, stops looking weird and starts to become perfectly logical signs on that map. In the next parts, we'll dive into each zone one by one, starting with the most sensitive place of all, the body and touch, where your hands can be either a safety blanket or the source of all unease. If we had to choose the place where a cat's heart cracks the easiest, it would be in your hands. Every time you play with your cat, every time you pick them up, hug, tickle, or poke them, in your mind, it's just a bit of fun to feel closer. But inside their body, nerves, muscles, and heartbeat are quietly recording one thing. In this person's hands, am I really safe? 1. The laser pointer, a hunt that never has an ending. You turn on the laser pointer and Luna instantly crouches low, pupils blown wide, launching herself after the red dot. The whole family laughs. The clip looks adorable, but when you turn off the laser, Luna freezes for a few seconds, eyes still darting, licking her fur over and over, tail flicking lightly. The hunt in her brain has been cut off right at the peak, with no ending to release the tension. On an instinctive level, a cat's hunting sequence always follows this order: detect, stalk, chase, catch, bite, process the prey, then finally eat, groom, and fall into deep sleep. The laser lets her stalk, lets her chase, lets her get hyped up, but never lets her actually catch something. Her nervous system is pushed up high with no real discharge phase afterward. Over time, many cats turn that feeling into irritability, frustration, or redirected aggression toward hands, feet, curtains, or furniture. That doesn't mean the laser pointer is absolutely forbidden. It should just be the opening act, not the main game. If you want to keep using it, always let the hunting sequence finish properly. Let the red dot run around, but end the game on a fabric mouse, a feather toy, or something she can actually catch, bite, and bunny kick. When she finally pins down a real toy, you can toss in a few treats as a reward. That way, her brain can log it as, I hunted, I caught, I ate, I'm done. If after each laser session, your cat pants for a long time, growls, runs off, biting everything in sight, or starts to fear and avoid the laser altogether, stop this game completely for a while and switch to physical toys. If you ever see shaking, collapse, vomiting, trouble breathing, or your cat lying down and unable to get up, that's no longer post-play stress. That's a reason to take them to the vet immediately. 2. When your hands and feet become prey with skin. You've probably done this, wiggling your fingers in front of Milo's face, poking his side, or moving your foot back and forth under the blanket for him to pounce. He grabs on, bites, kicks with his back legs, and you wince from the pain but still laugh. Oh my gosh, look at him play so rough but so cute. The problem is, for cats, playing and practicing hunting are almost the same thing. Every time you let him chase, grab, bite, and claw at your bare skin, you're quietly teaching his brain a very clear lesson. Human skin is something I can attack. When he's just a little fluff ball with tiny teeth and weak strength, you can tolerate it. But a few years later, with 4 or 5 kilos of muscle, sharp teeth, and long claws, that same style of play leaves real wounds on your arms and legs. Even worse, if one day you reflexively react out of pain, jerking your hand hard, yelling, pushing Milo off, then in his mind, that game suddenly turns into a fight. I chase, I attack, and then I get attacked back. Your hands are no longer just the things that deliver food and petting, they become an unpredictable prey animal, both exciting and dangerous. The solution is firm but simple. From today on, your hands only have 2 jobs: petting and delivering toys or food. Absolutely no more live bait. All chasing, pouncing, biting, and clawing should be redirected to toys. Wand toys, fabric mice, strings, balls. When a cat has already reached the point of actively hiding and ambushing your arms and legs whenever you walk by, launching out from behind doors or under furniture, and biting hard enough to draw blood, that's no longer just playing. That's a behavior that needs serious intervention, ideally with guidance from a veterinarian or a qualified feline behaviorist, not something you just get used to and put up with. 3. Picking up and hugging. Loving the way you like or the way your cat's body can tolerate. A lot of people pick up a cat the way they would a baby, sliding hands under the armpits, hoisting them up so their legs dangle, belly exposed, and then squeezing them tight to their chest for a selfie. The photo looks great, but for an animal that always needs an escape route, that posture is total loss of control. No support point, no control over their own weight, no choice about when to leave when they get down. A cat's skin is extremely sensitive, especially along the back hip-tail line. A tight squeeze so it feels good in your arms, a hard, repetitive stroke along the spine is not cute to their nervous system at all. Many cats choose silent resistance, freezing up, enduring it, then avoiding that hand the next time. A way of holding that's kind to your cat's spine and nerves looks like this. One hand supports just behind the front legs. The other hand supports the hindquarters or tail base, so no part of them is left dangling. Hold them close to your body, but let them turn their head, look around, and most importantly, have the right to leave when they get to down. One more small trick, the 3-second rule. Pet the head, cheeks, neck for about 3 seconds, then stop and wait. If your cat presses their head into your hand or moves closer, continue. If they stay still, turn away, or lean back even a little, stop. It's the simplest way to turn your touch into touch with consent. If a cat that usually loves being held and petted suddenly starts hissing, biting, crying out in pain when touched, or jumps in alarm when a certain area is touched, don't just assume they're being moody. Back pain, joint pain, and internal illness can all make them hate being touched. At that point, the right response isn't to force them to get used to it, but to get them checked by a vet. Every time you reach out your hand, to you, it's just a very ordinary gesture, but to your cat, it is always a question. This time, am I going to be soothed, or will I have to brace myself and endure? The bad news is almost everyone who lives with cats has gotten this wrong at some point. The good news is a cat's body and heart relearn very quickly, as long as from today onward, your hands become a place where they can relax without needing to stay on guard. And don't forget to stay with me until the end, because the next parts will touch on even more sensitive zones: the food bowl, water dish, litter box, lights, smells, sounds, the things you think are just lifeless objects, but that are touching your cat's nervous system every single day. If touch is what decides whether your cat dares to hand its body over to you, then the food bowl, water bowl, and litter box are what decide whether it dares to drop all its defenses in this very home. These are the weakest rituals: lowering the head to eat, to drink, and to use the toilet. The 3 moments when your cat is most vulnerable in an entire day. 1. Mealtime, more than just hungry or full. You pour kibble into a small, deep plastic bowl. Next to it is a water bowl that's been there since morning. Lucas walks over and lowers his head. His whiskers are pressed against the sides of the bowl, and the smell of old plastic, old fat, and old water hits his nose. He eats a few bites, drinks a few sips, then walks away. You complain, "Lucas is so picky." In reality, a cat's whiskers are a sensory system wired straight to the brain, built to measure distance and space. Every time he bends down into a narrow bowl and his whiskers get squashed against the sides, his brain logs it as, "This space is cramped and uncomfortable." 3 meals a day like that, month after month, and mealtime slowly turns into something he has to endure. On top of that, a scratched plastic bowl traps odors, and water left out too long collects dust, hair, and residue. You barely notice the smell, but for a cat, it's a thick soup of scents. Combine that with free feeding for convenience, so there's no longer a natural rhythm of hunt, eat, rest, and Lucas becomes a cat that's easier to fatten up, more bored with play, and never truly relaxed when eating. The things you can fix tonight are very simple. Switch to a shallow, wide bowl made of stainless steel or ceramic with a smooth inner surface. Wash the bowls and change the water every day, so your cat's nose doesn't have to suffer each time it drinks. Gradually move to set meal times. Before each meal, play a short 5 to 10 minute hunting-style game, then feed, so your cat's brain feels, "I hunted and earned this reward." If you notice your cat suddenly stops eating, loses weight, only dares to eat when the house is silent or no one is around, vomits frequently, or seems exhausted, that is no longer just a bowl problem. That's when you need a proper veterinary checkup, not just a different flavor of pâté to stimulate appetite. 2. The litter box, toilet, or a zone of unease in the middle of the house. Where is your litter box right now? In a storage room corner next to the washing machine? Right beside the food bowls? Right along a busy hallway where everyone walks past? And if you have 2 or 3 cats, are they all sharing one small, shallow box that only gets scooped once in a while? For you, it's just an item to hide out of sight. For Loki and Thor, it's the place where they expose their weakest side and mark, "I belong here," with their scent. Every time Loki steps into a box that's too dirty, too smelly, too noisy, or where there's always a risk of Thor blocking the exit, his brain is forced to choose between 2 bad options. Either hold it in or hurry through it under stress. Holding it for too long leads to bladder pain and inflammation. Going under stress leads to a third solution, finding a quieter place. A plant pot, the corner of the sofa, the bed, a pile of clothes, which makes you angry. Most accidents we call peeing in the wrong place are actually your cat saying very clearly, "Over there, I just can't go anymore." An easy rule of thumb: 1 cat, at least 2 litter boxes. 2 cats, 3 boxes, placed in quiet areas, not next to food bowls, not right on a traffic path. And scoop the boxes every day. Don't wait until even you can't stand the smell anymore. If you see your cat straining for a long time, crying out when trying to go, going many times but passing just a little, standing in the box for a long time without being able to pee or poop, or licking the genital area a lot, especially in male cats, that is an emergency. It's no longer about litter box placement. At that point, the only right thing to do is pick your cat up and get to the vet immediately. When you give your cat a comfortable meal, clean water, and a truly private place to use the toilet, you're telling them, in the language their body understands best, "Even when you're at your weakest, I'm still on your side." At night, you turn off all the lights because darkness helps you sleep. For Oscar, that thick, solid darkness is a maze. His eyes are good in low light, not in absolute black. With no nightlight or small sliver of light anywhere, Oscar is forced to strain his ears, nose, and whole body to stay on guard. So every night turns into a shift on duty, not real sleep. During the day, you mop the floor with scented cleaner, run diffusers, and spray the room with orange, mint, or lavender fragrance. Your liver can handle it. Travis's liver might not. With a nose many times more sensitive than yours, he's living in a dense fog of smells, breathing in essential oils, cooking fumes, and chemical scents that his body was never designed to tolerate. Travis can't say, "This smell makes me tired." He just quietly avoids the rooms with the heaviest scents. In terms of space, you live on the floor, your cat lives in all 3 dimensions. A home that only has floor, sofa, and bed, with no cat tree and no shelves that belong to them, feels tidy to you. But to your cat, it's a place where there's nowhere to both observe and retreat. Then they're left with only 2 options: climb onto your high spots and get scolded, or live pressed to the ground, always within reach of every sudden touch. The TV, music, vacuum cleaner, loud voices, for a cat's ears, that's a field of constant pounding sound. If every day is like that, your cat will gradually choose to hide, avoid people, and be shy around guests, not because of their personality, but because they're exhausted from trying to predict which noise will slam into them next. You don't need to turn your home into a silent monastery. You just need to leave a soft light on overnight, limit heavy essential oils and room sprays, give your cat a few truly high perches of their own, and whenever the house gets too loud, always prepare a quiet room with fresh water and a litter box where they can shut the world out if they want. Only then does your home truly become safe territory in your cat's eyes, not just a place you're forced to live in. Today you're tired, you see Tiger jump onto the kitchen counter, and you let it slide. Tomorrow, same spot, same behavior, you yell, pick him up, wave your hand to shoo him, maybe even push him a bit too firmly because you're irritated. Some days you let Bear lie on your laptop because it's cute. Other days you shove him off because I'm working seriously. In your head, there are 1,000 reasons. In your cat's head, there's only one line. I did the exact same thing, but sometimes I get yelled at, sometimes people laugh. This place is really hard to predict. A cat's brain doesn't understand the concept of, today my human is in a bad mood. It only learns through consistent repetition. Do A, and it always leads to B. When a behavior is sometimes punished and sometimes rewarded, your cat no longer knows what to do to stay safe. And when it can't predict, the simplest self-defense strategy is show up less, initiate less, reveal itself less. That's why many cats that seem good, never cause trouble, are actually cats that have quietly withdrawn from the relationship. Then there's the issue of socializing. Guests come over and you pick Tiger up and shove him right into a stranger's face. Tiger's body goes stiff, ears tilt back slightly, eyes go wide, tail wraps tightly around him, but you're still smiling, thinking this will help him get used to people. You bring home a new cat, open the door and let them meet right away so they'll get along faster, ignoring the smells, growls, and hisses. To you, that's socializing. To Bear, it's a string of boundary violations where no one is on his side. The root mistake is forgetting that your cat is a cat. You expect them to run to the door like a dog, tolerate being squeezed like a baby, and always be friendly with everyone like a cartoon character. When they scratch the sofa, climb shelves, or zoom around the house at 3 a.m., you get angry because it feels unreasonable. While that small body is simply doing what a predator, climber, and dusk dawn creature has been wired to do for thousands of generations. You can't stop being inconsistent overnight, but you can give your cat a few very clear safety pillars and stick to them no matter what. Never use your hands as toys. Never hit or spray with water. Never carry your cat into the middle of a crowd if they didn't choose to go there. If no getting on the counter is the rule, then it's no every day. If you're allowed to lie next to the laptop is the rule, don't allow it one day and shove them off just because of your mood. With just a few simple but clear rules, repeated for long enough, your cat's brain will start to relax. This place isn't perfect, but at least I can predict a few things. And only when it can predict you will it dare to come closer to you. Not just with its paws, but with its trust. Tonight, you come home like any other day. Garfield may not sprint to the door or jump into your lap like in the clips you see online. He just lifts his head, gives you one slow blink, then lies still again. The difference isn't in what he does, but in the feeling underneath. In Garfield's eyes, are you an unpredictable noise or a place where he dares to let his whole body relax? It's almost certain that in the past, you've hurt your cat without knowing it. Laser games with no ending, using your hands as prey, narrow bowls, stale water, a makeshift litter box, essential oils that smell lovely to you but are heavy on his lungs. Those moments when you lost your temper and then laughed it off. The good news is, cats heal very quickly if, starting today, you're willing to change just a few small things. Every time you're about to touch or do something with your cat, just ask yourself 3 quick questions. What are my hands about to do? Soothe or mess around just because it feels good to me? Do they have an escape route, a high spot, a hiding place, a quiet corner if they want to leave? Are they eating, sleeping, or using the toilet right now? If so, the best thing to do is leave them alone. From there, just do a few very ordinary things consistently. Wide, clean bowls, fresh water every day, one more quiet, clean litter box, a small nightlight, a few high spots that are truly theirs. Stop using your hands as toys and stop spraying water, hitting, or yelling. No one becomes a super guardian overnight, but for a cat, That's the difference between merely getting by and truly feeling safe. And don't forget, some problems aren't in the heart, they're inside the body. Urinary blockage, repeated vomiting, pain, coughing, trouble breathing, weight loss, abnormal toileting. When you see these signs, loving them properly doesn't mean hugging more. It means getting your cat to the vet in time. If you realized you've overstepped in any of these areas, leave a comment under the video. Tonight, I will change for my cat. Just one small thing you truly will do. And if this video has helped you see your cat even a little differently, please like it, share it with others who live with cats, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos where we'll keep decoding each tiny behavior so that every day of living together hurts each other a little less by accident.